Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Tracy with TR's Tarot Talk 1111. I want to welcome you to my channel if you're new, and if this resonates with you, please hit the subscribe and the wiggly bell for notifications. This is the weekly love vibe. I was doing daily, but the energies have really slowed down for some signs and some divine couples. Plus, I'm going back to work, so I'm going to start doing a weekly love vibe. This is bridging the gap into union, just like we've always done. However, this time I left the home space out. I don't know why, but Spirit just said it's kind of redundant. That, you know, a lot of the stuff in the home space has been resolved or is being resolved, is what I'm hearing. So we don't need it. At least not in this read. I don't know why, but that's what I heard. So this is for divine couples. What I mean by that is all relationships, all people that we hook up with, fall in love with, or have relationships with, are some form of a soulmate. All right? Unless it's just casual sex. And, you know, we all know casual sex doesn't usually come around a lot. You know, it's usually a one-night stand. And if it is somebody that you have that kind of an agreement with, and whether you like it or not, it's a relationship. Okay, so before we get started, I'm just going to let people know, this is a Moonology card. I use this as an oracle. It tells us what kind of moon energy we are dealing with, not literally, but figuratively in the process that we are going through spiritually right now. So it might actually be literally the kind of moon phase we're under, because that does happen a lot. Or it could be just whatever energy is what we're experiencing at the moment in this bridge to union. Okay, this reading is for twin flame soulmates, karmic soulmates, not one-night stands, okay? And it's usually if you're in separation. So if you are married to your soulmate, if you are living with your soulmate, dating your soulmate, and everything's good and there's no problems, this probably is not the reading for you. However, I do find that I can watch any kind of reading on YouTube and get a message from it. If you're intuitive and listen to your spirit guides, there's a message in every message. Okay, messages within messages. All right, a few announcements before we get started. I'm going to be in Sharonville, Ohio this weekend, April 6th and 7th, at the Victory of Light show put on by Victor Peruto. It's a huge show. It's well worth the drive if you live in Ohio. Within reason, of course. I travel for 4 hours, maybe 4.5 hours to get there, and I would gladly do it, and do gladly do it twice a year because it's that good of a show. So if you would like to come visit me, I will be there, and I linked in the description box below. I didn't get a chance to test it to see if it works, but if it doesn't work, highlight it, copy it, and paste it into your browser. You will get the site. It's called the Victory of Light in Sharonville, Ohio. It is a huge holistic health expo. Okay, and then the next week I'm also in Cleveland, Ohio, doing the Gift of Light show put on by my dear friend Kelly Bowman. She does an awesome job. And we're going to be in the Cleveland area, so if you are local to that, it should be in the description box as well. Okay, we're going to move on and take a look at Divine Masculine's head, heart, hopes and fears, and the Feminine's head, heart, hopes and fears. And then I used oracle cards today. I've got a new deck of oracle cards that a dear, dear friend of mine, Stacy, bought me. It's the Enchanted Map Oracle Cards by Colette Baron Reed. And then I'm also using for the masculine, I'm using the Fairy Oracle, Wisdom of the Fairy Oracle, got by Lucy Cavendish. I can't even pronounce it. Cavendish. Okay, and then for the feminine, I'm using the Divine Feminine by Megan Watterson. And I am using the Love Your Inner Goddess by Alana Fairchild. And of course, the Moon deck. Let me find that. Moonology by Yasmin Bolin and Nix Rowan. Okay, I will be reading from those. This is a weekly read, so I'm going to take my time with it. And it will be the energies, I set my intention, it will be the energies that the divine couples, the divine masculine, feminine, will be under or using or, you know, experiencing from Monday, April 1st through Sunday, the 7th of April. What is going on in the masculine's headspace? Look at that. Cancer. Whether you're dealing with a Cancer or not, it doesn't matter. I just, because I'm a Cancer, I always recognize my energy, okay? This is positive, fast movement forward. This is masculine and feminine energies being balanced within the masculine's headspace. Ooh, he's thinking about moving forward, charging in. This feels fast, guys. The energy around this feels fast. He's planning. He's planning an escape, or he's planning for some of you, he's planning a date. Okay? So if you're in contact with your masculine, you might be getting a phone call or a text or something. This is fast-moving energy. He's thinking about victory. He's thinking about moving forward in his life, possibly toward his feminine. What's going on in her headspace? Four of Cups, discontent and boredom. I'm trying to I'm a divine feminine. Am I feeling that? Sometimes I look at this, I try to think about it objectively, but also through my filters, you know, my life experience. Discontent and boredom. Yeah, I think that does resonate. Because there comes a time, you know, for a while there, we were all up in our heads. We had that 9 of Swords, we had the 8 of Swords, we had all this blah, blah, blah going on in our head. And now it's like we're thinking about, and I got to call it the way I see it, some of the feminines are thinking, is this 4th cup really from the divine? Because there's not a whole lot of action around it right now, and I'm feeling pretty bored and discontent, and, you know, quite frankly, I think I might move on to bigger and better endeavors for now. That's what I'm feeling around that card. So if you're feeling that way, if that resonates with you, hit the like button. I'm going to be saying that a lot because I want my channel to grow, and I'm sure you do too, because most of you guys have been sticking it out with me through thick and thin. Okay? But yeah, this resonates with me. This is like taking a look at the 3 cups, looking at what you have versus what you don't have in the emotional realm, and knowing, okay, because we've been doing this for a while, knowing that there is a divine cup here somewhere. You've felt it, you've channeled it, you've gotten messages from Spirit, you've gotten a lot of messages from Spirit. You kind of know it, but you're beginning to doubt it because there's not been a lot of action from the masculine. And a lot of you guys have had no communication. Some of you haven't even met yet. But the feminine, I mean, obviously you're watching this video, which tells me that you are enlightened. You know how to ask Spirit for what you need, what you want. And so this tells me you're not really feeling the vibe right now. You're not thinking that you feel the vibe. I'm here to tell you, your heart space probably says something different, but your head space is like, maybe he's not the one. Maybe he's not the one. That's what I'm hearing. What's going on in the heart space of the masculine? Accelerated motion. This was yesterday. This is the feminine. This is so funny how they mirror each other. Okay? Yesterday she had the 8 of Wands. Look at that. See that star? If you watched yesterday's video. That's the star. There's lots of stars, and there's lots of them that have little crosshairs on them, don't they? But it's not the biggest and best, fastest, burning, moving star. The one right up there, that's the one. It's the one. Feminine's waiting. And he, in his heart space, is wanting to move forward. He is wanting to communicate. He's wanting to reach out, ladies. He's wanting to reach out and might just do it. I don't know. It's in his heart space. We'll have to see what the actions look like. Oh, how beautiful. So she has the 6 of Cups. Yes, it's a soulmate. She's reminiscent. In her heart, she misses him. That's why she's feeling discontent and boredom, and it's all about the cups. Yesterday, she was like working on shit in her life, is what I feel like. She was working on things in her life, and today, maybe the weather's bad, maybe, I don't know, but she's reminiscing. She's missing her soulmate. Deeply missing her soulmate. Yeah, she's probably listening to music they shared. Watching old videos. Reading poetry. I don't know. It's just feeling really ooey gooey gooey chewy. And she's missing him. In her heart, she's just like, oh, it feels so good when we're together. It feels so right when we're together. You feel like home. I'm hearing Adele. You feel like home. You're like a wish come true, or a dream come true. And if by chance you're here alone, can I have a moment before I go? I don't know what the song is, guys. If you know what it is, it's an Adele song. I'm hearing it in my head. I have the CD, but, you know, I don't have it memorized, so I don't know what that song is. But if you know it, I'm hearing it for the feminine. What is in the hopes and fears? We have the Hanged Man. This is the sacrifice card in this deck. This is about letting go. Letting go of old things. This is literally an awakening. Alright, but I think what's happened is the masculine did some purging. He's had some epiphanies. He's had some tower moments. He's had aha moments, and I feel like Spirit's really been hammering him, trying to get him to ascend very quickly, because I'm hearing he's late. Late. This particular group of masculines are running late. But they're getting that nudge from divine, saying it's time, it's time, it's time. No more hanging around doing nothing, okay? No more hanging around doing nothing. And I feel like because it's in his hopes and fears, what he's really afraid of and hoping for, he's hoping he's not too late. He's hoping he didn't wait too long. He's hoping it didn't take him too long. And that his feminine is going to be there for him. Because he recognized, you know, they recognize each other's energy. Yesterday, she was taking care of business. And he's worried. He's worried and hopeful. He's hopeful that this enlightening process that he has had, the purging he has done, the cutting away, the ridding things from his past that he has done late, he's hoping he hasn't missed an opportunity for union. That's what I'm hearing. He's afraid she's going to move on. Oh, How could she move on when she's trapped in fear? This is her hopes and fears, okay? Yeah, she's afraid that she's never going to get unstuck. This situation and her home situation, all kinds of things have left her really feeling trapped. We know it's not a real trap. We know, we know. But when it comes to swords, it's like I need clarity. I need communication. I need to have my thoughts acknowledged and resolved is what I'm hearing. And I can't move forward in my life, even though I worked hard on myself yesterday. Today, I did all that, and now I'm waiting again. And I'm afraid. I'm afraid that it's, the same thing. He's afraid that she's not going to be there, and she's afraid he's never going to show up. That's just what I'm hearing. It's her fears. It's not real. Okay? So, let's take... Oh, we forgot to do the moon card. Let's look at what energy we're under for the moon card. It's time to take action. New moon in Aries. Yes. We just had the new moon in Aries. I don't know. I'm not an astrologer. My friend makes fun of me. She's like, you don't know the difference between a full moon, new moon, quarter moon, whatever. So here it is, guys. I will read from the book because I'm still learning all about the moon and its cycles. So let's just get a quick read on it, huh? Time to take action. I see that folding out or unfolding. And on the masculines, yep, I need to take action because if I don't, I could miss out on the greatest opportunity. And she's just thinking he may never get there. So, new moon in Aries, number 42. It's time to take action. The flame is lit. Yeah, baby. The flame is lit. A wonderful new start beckons, and you're on the right track. Drawing this card is a superb, positive sign. If there is something you want to happen in your life, take this card as a big fat yes from the universe. This is the time to really tune into your dreams. You may still have a long way to go. After all, Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, but you're well on your way. Determination, self-assertion, bravery are called for, but the hot fire of Aries is driving you towards success in whatever endeavor you're asking about. The caution, don't go too fast and forget your manners. Treat people well as you charge toward your goals. You'll create much better karma for yourself. Okay? Don't even think about giving up. Do your best. Be happy with that. Avoid being brash. You need a 12-month plan. A new male is coming into your life. The teaching. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, so the new moon in Aries is the first of the 12 or 13 new moons of the year. If you're committed to working with all the lunations, then the new moon in Aries is the right time for you to start. And drawing this card, no matter when you do it, signifies it's also the ideal time to start your moon work, such as setting your intentions and doing your manifestations. Hold on for a moment, please.
I like to watch my videos.
Quietly.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, that's my son going to bed. Okay, sorry I forgot to do that. You see, I was all ready to... I've been away for, a little while and was wondering what the energies were around this twin flame soulmate journey. So I kind of jumped the gun. But yes, this is beautiful. It's time to take action. She took action yesterday. He's taking action today. I don't know if it's toward each other, but I feel like it is. So let's take a look at the masculine's advice in how to bridge the gap into union. We have crystal magic, creation, dawn, the beginning. It's a 3. Foundations. Let's see here. I'm going to read from the book. It's number number 21. Look at that. Almost right to it. Page before. All right. Divinatory meanings. Creating your own world. The end of chaos. Freedom to choose. Singing your own song. Freedom of movement. Grace. Meaningful activity. Beginnings to new ventures that are divine. Yeah, divine. The origins of a new venture. Venture. The ability to heal or amplify energy crystals, working with true energy, dance and movement to express yourself, healing through sound, crystals, dance and energy, ecstatic movement, dancing as if you're alone, no self-consciousness, no guilt, total bliss in being. Okay, so that's beautiful energy. This is all about new beginnings and being willing to dance with the divine, allowing yourself to be expressed in ways that are freeing and very high vibrational. Okay, so coming out of this healing, there's a high frequency that the masculine is in, and I feel like he knows it. He's in this creation mode. All right, it's a new beginning. He's ready to dance with the future. Yes. And strength, which is number 44. Fours are all about union and stability and foundations and union. Just kidding. Having fun with you. But yes, union. I'm going to look it up for you. This is the Colette Baron Reed, the Enchanted Map Oracle cards. Thank you, Stacy, my dear, dear friend. Thank you. I'm going to have as much fun as possible with these cards. I love getting new decks. All right, the other deck you bought me, Stacy, if you're watching, it's so beautiful I'm not sharing it. It is my deck. I'm only going to do my own readings with it. So you may not ever see it on camera other than the other day when I showed the viewers that I had gotten them from you. Okay, so number 44, your true strength comes not from self-reliance alone, but from a sincere faith in a higher power. The strength to accomplish even the most daunting tasks is yours at this time. Yeah, it's going to be hard, guys. It's been hard, but they're doing it. You can connect with and channel the power of the universe. The strength card indicates that your ideas are being tested and refined, and your relationships are being deepened or released. No matter what happens, nothing can move you off the course of your evolution. As the potency of your connections becomes more and more obvious, you're able to harness the creative energies that are now available to you. Have courage and dive in, for magic is in the process of finding a form to take. When you remember that real strength comes from a combination of your efforts and reliance and faith in a higher power working through you, all is possible. You can do anything now. You have divine strength. That's beautiful. Dance with the divine. You've got the strength to move forward, to co-create with your feminine. This is really powerful for the masculine today. All right, so let's take a look at the feminine. We have Diana, Queen of the Wilderness. The language of the natural world is a frequency of love. This is my mother tongue. Yeah. Okay, I'm picking up energy like Cupid, because look, she's got her bow and her arrows, like Cupid's arrows. She says the language of the natural world is a frequency of unconditional love. I want to put unconditional in there. This is my mother tongue. So this is what she's about, is divine love. Unconditional love. So let me look this up for you. If I can. There she is. 190. Sorry, guys. New deck, new book. New meanings. Diana, Queen of the Wilderness, the language of the world, natural world, is a frequency of love. This is my mother tongue. When you select this card, sometimes the answer is the simple, elemental need to just walk barefoot in the grass, or even better, the mud. Sometimes we get so caught up in what's happening or what isn't happening that we forget to just be. We forget that there is a tremendous power surging up from the earth, wanting to take whatever energy is no longer serving us. We forget that we can commune with the trees, those ancient protectors and elders whose language comes from the help of the wind and the slow, soft caress that touches our cheek. Answers sometimes need to come from the basic desire of the body to feel grounded here on earth. Diana is associated with fertility, the phases of the moon, and the ability to communicate with animals. Of course, not with any human language, but with the frequency of unconditional love and intention, which animals easily perceive. If we open ourselves up to it, we can connect to the wisdom in the natural world, even if we live far from it. Even if we're deep in the heart of the busiest city, a sign on a bus, a logo on a t-shirt, or a card someone sends us may carry an image of the animal that wants to reach us and give us a message at this time. Or we may be visited by a possum on the fire escape or a hawk on a window ledge. We don't have to be in the wilderness to access the wisdom of the natural world. The wilderness is within us. We are part of it. There's so much more we can receive from the wordless life around us. We just have to develop the heart that can hear it. Soul voice meditation. What spirit animal has medicine or a message to give me in the moment? Okay, I got to give you a little side note here, because I was driving to Wickliffe, Cleveland area this last weekend for karaoke on Friday. And it was still daylight out as I was driving, and there was a red-tailed hawk. We have the interstate, oncoming traffic, and then the traffic going this way. In the center of this is grass. And this white-tailed hawk, or a red-tailed hawk, was getting something. I don't know if it was a mouse or what it was, but it picked something up and flew upward. And just as I was coming toward it, I was afraid. It was like this. I could see its tail splayed open. I could see its underbelly, and it was headed up. My car was coming this way, and I almost hit it. I was praying. I'm like, please don't let me hit it. Please don't let me hit it. Hurry up, guy, hurry up. Because he was trying to get lift. He was trying to get lift and having a hard time doing that. So, I don't know, this card made me think of that because, the divine is telling us that there are animal messages that are being delivered to the feminines to help them. So pay attention. Maybe I need to look up what the red-tailed hawk means. And I had another really, really strange occurrence coming home last night from my friend's house. I was traveling on Lake Road, which is right along the lake. And I saw this wisp of, I don't know what it was. It wasn't foggy out. There wasn't fog anywhere, but here comes this wisp, okay? Whether it was smoke, I don't know. I think it was spirit. It looked almost like a person riding on a horse, but it just went across the road. And I watched it go down into a gully and across. And as I'm driving, I slowed way down because it was amazing. I'm looking, thinking, what the hell was that? What was that? I just seriously saw something like a wisp of smoke that literally looked like a figure on a horse cross my path, and I slowed way down. And I'm thinking, well, I know what I said. I was like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, because I knew it was a sign or a symbol of something. I was going to have to meditate on it. And wouldn't you know, it slowed me way down, and just as I slowed down, there was a deer, maybe two, but one for sure, on the right-hand side of the road. And had I not seen that wisp or that figure go through across the road and down into the gully, I would possibly have hit that deer. I don't know, because it didn't cross the road. It was just sitting on the side of the road. But I felt like it was a divine intervention, like an angel or a spirit was like, slow down, slow down. Okay, danger ahead, that kind of thing. So that was very beautiful, and this card is that kind of energy. I wanted to share that story with you. All right, so what is the next advice for the feminine to move toward union? This is called Rock Star, and this is from The Love Your Inner Goddess by Alana Fairchild. This says, I am a million different things at a million different times. I am me with no apologies. Rock Star. I'm going to read that. I'm a million different things at a million different times. Aren't we? I think that's a prerequisite for feminine, isn't it? In a reading, you may have a subconscious fear of being judged or becoming the target of jealousy that causes you to shy away from the limelight. You may mistakenly believe that being in the spotlight means you're supposed to be perfect or better than everyone else. There is a higher purpose in standing apart from the crowd and being seen. Choose to accept the opportunities that make you more visible to others, trusting that you will shine your truth and integrity to make it a positive and healing experience for yourself and for others too. There's a light in you that wants and needs to be seen, a side of you that is bold, bright, and unique. Even if it's something different for you, or you aren't sure how comfortable you are going to be on center stage, sometimes there's a higher purpose for you being placed in the spotlight. One purpose can be to develop self-acceptance and self-confidence. Then you can rock your true self without having to tone it down, play it safe, or rein it in. You can become so comfortable in your own skin that you no longer hide your inner divine beauty. Maybe others will then become less frightened to be themselves because you have shown them that being cool is about being cool with who you are, refusing to be stereotyped by people with insufficient imagination. Excuse me. There's power in the freedom of not fitting in. You, rather than someone else, get to decide how you want to live your life. Relish it. Be creative with it. You're meant to be free to express yourself authentically and to be seen doing it. So claim your inner rock star and strut your soul stuff in this world. Okay, so the sacred ritual is play some music that you can rock around to in your lounge room, in the park, on the beach, in your bedroom, in private, in public, wherever and however you feel it. Let yourself express you. Dance the way you want to dance. Extra points if it's not in a music video. Sing if you want to. Challenge and love yourself enough to practice being completely you. So he's supposed to dance with the divine, and so isn't she? Yes. And you know something? Sometimes, a lot of times, if you're in a twin flame situation, when you come into union, you become like rock stars. You become public figures. Usually you co-create a business or a world stage is what I'm hearing. Not just a local stage, but a world stage. Why? Because you're meant to be seen. You're meant to be seen. It's part of the process. It's part of union. It's part of anchoring unconditional love into the core of Gaia. We are building a whole new world, guys. Literally. So don't be afraid to let your light shine. Okay? It was very difficult for me to start a YouTube channel. I did it anyways. Okay? I'm good, bad, or ugly. I'm here. I am here doing what I was told to do. And I am grateful for the opportunity. Okay? So, when you guys come into union, dance with the universe. Dance toward each other. Okay? Trust the messages and signs that you're getting from Spirit. Have strength. Dance toward each other. Beautiful, beautiful message. What is the highest and best lesson for this week. It's balance. Of course, we're in Libra season. Libra moon, Libra, yeah, whatever. Like I said, not an astrologer, guys. But I know that Libra is about balance, and I know there's something going on in Libra. How's that? Okay, but it's the Six of Pentacles. It's about balance, equal give and take. All right, when you guys come into union, it's going to be so beautiful because you're going to get your shit together, feminine. He's going to get his shit together, and the two of you don't need each other. No more codependence, no more neediness. That's part of the old energy. It is the old timelines. They're collapsing, guys. We are dropping that energy. It's old. We are coming out as butterflies from the cocoon, as the phoenix from the ashes. All right, and we are going to completely balance every aspect of our life before union happens, so that when we come together, we can co-create without one-upmanship. I do more than you do. I love you more than you love me. All that shit's in the past, guys. We're going to have equal reciprocity. I love you. This has been your weekly love vibe. Remember, I'm not going to do dailies anymore, but this is going to free up my energy and space to do some of the creative things on this channel that I've been wanting to do. I want to do some mediumship channeled messages. I'd like to do some collaboration, possibly with some of the other readers that I know. I have a friend, Sherry, who makes healing tools that I might do an interview or a collaboration with. I'd like to do pick-a-pile readings and bonus reads and just fun content. So keep an eye on my channel. The Daily Love Vibe is now the Weekly Love Vibe. And I do the weekly general read, general relationship read for the Zodiacs, which is also going to be uploaded by Wednesday. They will go from Wednesday to Wednesday, or Wednesday till, I guess you want to say, Tuesday. And then the weekly love vibe will go from Monday to Sunday. And we're going to have fun playing in between. So keep an eye out. I love you guys. Have a beautiful, beautiful week. And I will see you next week.